This is McPherson Square Park, located in the heart of Washington, D.C. in the USA. Washington, D.C. is the capital city of America and the most powerful and influential city in the world. The park is very close to the White House, where the United States President lives with his family. The park is also close to major government and corporate buildings in the nation's capital and the most powerful city in the whole wide world. This is because Washington, D.C. is where the world's most powerful and influential leaders live and work. McPherson Square Park has operated as an unofficial outdoor homeless shelter for many years. I see this park every day when I come to work. I must admit that I have gotten annoyed a few times walking through the park, holding my nose due to the bad smell, and I couldn't find a comfortable place to sit and relax or eat during my lunch breaks, especially when the weather is nice. Sometimes I even took a longer way to avoid cutting through the park, although it is usually the shortcut to go to where I needed to go. I often wonder to myself why the city of Washington, D.C. is allowing this to keep going on and not doing anything to help these people and clean up the park so that everyone can enjoy using it. Because, in all honesty, the park was not intended to be an outdoor homeless shelter. America has homeless shelters and provides for its homeless people. At least, that's what I thought. But apparently, there is more to it than that. I will let you hear it straight from the residents of McPherson Square Park, because I did speak to a few of them to try and understand their situation. Before we go any further, let's talk about Miss Trudy and Wode Maya's role here. In the middle of December last year, 2022, Miss Trudy, a popular Kenyan African YouTuber with close to 400,000 subscribers, uploaded this video that you see on the screen on our YouTube channel. The video is about her visit to Washington, D.C., where she was shocked to see Americans living in abject poverty. Miss Trudy is also married to Africa's biggest black YouTuber from Ghana, who goes by the name of Wode Maya. Wode Maya has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. The popular Wode Maya also shared his wife Miss Trudy's video to his audience. It's no wonder that the video went viral in only a month. That video currently has almost 1 million views, and it is the second most popular video by Miss Trudy. Miss Trudy also uploaded a second follow-up video about this homeless topic, which got over 30,000 views. And of course, her husband, Wode Maya, also shared that video. Did those two videos by Miss Trudy start trouble in Washington, D.C.? Watch and find out. Miss Trudy was in the USA attending the Africa-US Leaders Summit, which is held every year. This summit is where African presidents come to Washington, D.C. to see how America can help Africa become better. During this trip, Miss Trudy showed off a picture posing with Ghana's president. And I think they are probably besties by now, due to the fact that Miss Trudy is married to a Ghanaian and she also lives in Ghana. So I think it is safe to say that the who's of who in the world political scene saw that video, including the USA government officials. I can imagine the embarrassment that America felt when the world saw that video, showing America at her lowest point. People outside America think that America is a land filled with milk and honey, where everyone walks on the streets paved with gold, where money grows on trees, and where there's no sight of poor and homeless people. People around the world literally jump through hoops, risking their lives to come to this picture-perfect America that they see a lot on TV. Miss Trudy was even shocked to see poor, homeless people in the city center of the most powerful nation on earth. As an African and also as a naturalized American citizen who lives in the Washington, D.C. area and work across from McPherson Square Park, where Miss Trudy filmed the video, I see this every day when I walk past the park. When I first saw Miss Trudy's video on YouTube, I must admit that I was quite annoyed by the way she was going on, like she was really in shock. Maybe she was, but was she really in shock, or was she trying to shame America? I just didn't think that in this day and age of technology and social media, people of her caliber still believe that things were truly greener in America. America is a land of opportunities to those who apply themselves, grind, and hustle hard for the money. But sometimes life happens, unfortunately, and people end up being in terrible situations, like people who are living in this park. But in all honesty, the quality of life in America is no better for most Americans than the quality of life in third world countries. Don't get me wrong, I love America and I live a good life in America, and I thank God every day for bringing me here. But I wish people would stop glamorizing America, because they come to America and get a rude awakening every time. Anyway, back to Miss Trudy's videos that she uploaded on the homeless situation in America. I'm sure those videos reached the who's who of Washington, D.C. And I'm sure they were most likely embarrassed by that video, which was taken close to the White House and in the city center of Washington, D.C., the most powerful capital city in the world, as I mentioned before. And knowing my African people, I can just imagine the African leaders who attended the Africa-US Leaders Summit laughing at America and showing the video to all their colleagues and saying, This is America or one that shall never end. I am shocked. You mean these people are here flexing and want to tell us how to run our countries, but they can't even fix their own problems in their country? Can you believe that? You know how Africans are? Africans are very dramatic people. So I can just imagine them talking about America and laughing. Anyway, this is no longer a laughing matter, because a month after Miss Trudy published her videos on YouTube, Washington, D.C. has decided to put an end to this shame. They are forcefully removing all the people living at McPherson Square Park. And if anyone refuses to leave, they will be thrown in jail.
Attention. This is Lieutenant Trudy of the United States Army for the purpose of cleaning and maintenance. The park will remain closed until the operation is complete. Your continued presence in the park during the closure is unlawful, and you are subject to arrest by law enforcement. Arrest may begin at 10 a.m. after these warnings are complete. Please collect your belongings and exit the park now. Property left in the park will be removed and may be discarded if it is deemed hazardous. No liquids of any type will be retained. You are in violation of the closure applicable to this area under 36 CFR 1.5, and such violation is considered an unlawful assembly. You must leave McPherson Square now using the available exits to the north and south. All persons remaining may be subject to arrest. This is your first warning.
Let's see what the residents of this park feel about this forced removal. They are removing everybody from here, right?
They're supposed to be, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel like they're giving them a chance to get a place they need, but the thing is, I think it's going to work out.
Guess it's going to work out?
Yeah.
So how long have you been staying here? You've been living here? You've been sleeping here?
I stayed here the first part of November.
Oh, you've been sleeping here since November?
Yeah.
How has it been here?
It's okay so far.
Do you feel safe here?
I feel a little safe, but other people that got habits.
Right.
They got drug habits, and they attack those that don't have drug habits, and they know those that have money, they attack them too.
Right.
That's going wrong too. Last night I seen the overnight news of having to open up a new shelter.
New shelter.
But some of these women are not going that way. I don't know what the situation is.
Right. God bless you, and I hope everything works out.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Great, nice to meet you. So I see you were just over there getting some free food, I guess. Okay, so you stay here too?
Yes, I live here in the park. I live in a teepee over on the south side.
Okay, and how long have you been staying here?
Since June of last year. I'm from Texas.
You're from Texas. And how do you like staying here?
Well, it's been rough. The government's still not giving me access to my own money. They're stealing our vouchers. I've had a housing voucher since the 4th of July, but I've never seen it because they let other people cash them and use them. They're supposed to be paid directly to us, and they're punishing us for other government departments.
Okay, so let me ask you, how do you feel about them? They are closing this place,
That's
right?
what they said. They're going to have to forcibly remove us. But I mean, if they would give us access to our own assets, we wouldn't be here in the first place.
Right.
And they're shoving us around because people know where we are that could help us. And so they move us around to keep people from being able to help us.
So do you consider yourself homeless, or you just
I live in God's house.
Live in God's house?
God's house is outside.
That's true.
Yeah, so do I consider myself homeless? No, I live in God's casa.
Right, okay. And then you from DC, or you came here from Texas?
I'm from
Texas.
Texas.
So you came all the way by bus, or you flew here? How did you get
I
in?
came on train.
On train?
Yeah, they put tracking chips in us like dogs.
So you have a tracking chip on you?
Yes, I have tracking chips.
And you know that's a fact?
Yes.
Okay, you have ankle bracelet or something?
No,
It's a tracking
I've been
chip?
on ankle monitor too, but no, like the people that, you can listen to it. Anybody with ears can hear it.
Right. As a female, staying there for almost a year, do you feel safe sleeping out here with all these men? And how do you stay safe?
Yeah, actually, the people on the streets aren't usually the people you have to worry about. It's the people that are doing the dirty work.
You never felt unsafe here. You feel safe here.
No, not by any of the people that are genuinely on the
Right, right.
Now they'll plant people on the street
Yeah.
to try to scare people,
Mhm.
but no. But the people that are genuinely having their lives messed with, no, I feel safer around them than I do any member of law enforcement or anybody else.
Is it mostly African Americans here, or you see everybody here? Because are you African? How do you identify?
I'm multiracial.
Okay, multiracial.
Yeah.
Are you Caucasian or are you?
I'm English, Irish, German, French, Scottish,
Okay,
Greek,
okay, right.
Persian, Arabian, and Chippewa Choctaw.
Okay, so do you see? Is it mostly African Americans here, or there's a bit of everybody?
There's a pretty good mix here in this park.
Of everybody.
Yeah, and I've noticed up north it's more segregated. Like
Okay.
down south, we're all mixed up together.
Right,
So,
but in this park alone, you see more of a mixture or more African Americans? I mean, like,
it
because you live here,
fluctuates.
because right now
it fluctuates.
it fluctuates. Okay.
Yeah, so it fluctuates, and we all get along. We don't try to look at each other. We're all people.
Right.
Well, the only difference between my skin color and yours is the amount of pigment in it.
That's true.
And most of all of us get along here that live
Right.
here, or at least we respect each other and leave each other alone.
That's true. When they come tomorrow, you think it's gonna be hard to get rid of you guys?
I don't know if people are saying they might throw us in jail and throw all our stuff away. That's illegal. That's against domicile laws, which are home laws, and because and we are sheltered. A tent is a shelter. That is a home, and so they're trying to come steal our homes from us. And while they're punishing us from not letting us having our housing vouchers or anything else, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very rich, but I'm not able to access even a penny of my own money.
All right, thank you so much, Shirley.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
Shoot, when I was out on the street, man, you couldn't have nothing like this.
Really? So you stay here too?
No, I don't stay here now.
Okay, but you used to stay here?
I way back. When,
Way back.
If I try to put up a tent,
Yeah.
they done took it down immediately.
Oh, wow. Right. You're not homeless. You're not a homie.
Technically, yeah, I'm homeless,
Okay.
and right now I'm waiting for a voucher. But like my man was saying here,
Right.
it's just all lip service. There's no sense in people waiting 2 years for a house.
Right. Yeah.
If they really wanted to solve the problem, it can be solved.
Right.
If you do anything long enough, these people have been in the business of supposedly trying to find people houses
Right.
for a long time. And they haven't found a way to streamline it.
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah. How come you don't stay here?
I took a step up on my caseworker
Okay.
this place for me.
Okay, nice. Okay, that's wonderful. So tell me your name again.
Robert.
Robert. Thank you so much for taking the time, and I hope everything was out with you. And God bless you.
So do I.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Okay.
Okay, what's your name?
Daniel Kingery.
Daniel. What? So you live here?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been living at this park?
April will be 3 years.
Wow. You've been at the same spot for 3 years.
Yes, ma'am.
This has been home for 3 whole years.
Yes, ma'am.
How has it been like?
I don't like anywhere else. You got winter, summer, spring, fall. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot.
How do you manage when it is cold?
I got sleeping bags here, three layers deep. One of them's a cold weather sleeping bag. The other one's a warm weather sleeping bag. That's where it's at.
Oh wow.
Hand warmers.
So are you from DC originally, or
Oh no.
where?
No.
Where you from?
Originally?
Yeah.
My mother.
You from your mother originally. Okay. Okay. Let's nationality-wise, you're American.
Yes.
State-wise, you from DC,
Iowa.
Iowa. Okay. So what brought you here?
I came to D.C. to hopefully teach people how we are supposed to control our government.
Okay.
Something we have not done properly in the United States of America since about 1776, right from the beginning.
Are you homeless by choice, or are you homeless because you have no place to go?
Yes, to both.
Okay. First one, by choice.
Well, I was housed and had a junkyard. There was a house at the junkyard. Through various court actions from the town, they finally got it closed down, foreclosed while I was in jail for contempt of court. That set me homeless, living out of a vehicle. And when I lost the vehicle in New York State because I ran out of money, ran out of gas, ran out of toll money, and that sort of stuff, they had to tow it. I couldn't afford the tow bill. That put me up. And so I've been homeless. And the Veterans Administration and various housing operations in D.C. have offered me housing, but then again, if I was in an apartment somewhere, you wouldn't have seen my sign, you wouldn't be here talking with me.
Ah.
So that's my choice part.
Are you a veteran?
Yes, ma'am.
you're a veteran and the Department of Veterans offered you housing, but you prefer to be out here, live on the street so you can get your message out. Okay, did you find it anywhere else?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No. I got in after the Vietnam and got out before all the Gulf crap started.
Okay. Well, either way, thanks for your service.
I call bullshit, sorry. Because people who say that do not realize they're thanking people in the military for their treasonous service against the nation.
Interesting. So,
I will respectfully decline your thanks for my service.
I understand. But you've been here for 3 years. So are you ready to move?
I would have been ready to move in a couple of months. This would have been practically completed and I would be in Lafayette Square Park probably in April. But it looks like I will get to Lafayette Park by way of their jail system.
So you go to jail? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. They need to be slowed down and stopped. And the only way to do that is to try to educate them that the fact that they are violating the people's rights here in the park. We have occupied public lands ever since we've been a country.
So they're saying that it's a safety issue. So since we've been here, there hasn't been any safety, any issues, violence?
No more than just walking down the street. No more than you living in your house. People can get robbed in their houses, killed in their houses, and rats in their houses. Out here in the park, it's no different.
I know you're not happy about the move. You prefer to stay here.
I'm not happy about them actually violating the Constitution. That makes me the most upset. And even one step worse than that is a population of people who have no idea, have no clue that the government has overstepped their bounds once again. And we just think they're doing the job. Clearing the streets of us homeless dregs, useless pieces of society. But a lot of the people who are homeless have skills and everything else and run into hard times.
Thank you so much, honestly. Bye. I see they're about to clear up this park tomorrow. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I feel very upset about that. Listen, this is the second encampment that's going to be closed down in front of my face. What happens is our brothers and sisters get displaced and they go somewhere else. They say they got lists and they got vouchers, but they've been sitting on these lists for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? For like 2 years they've been waiting on these lists, so they got to still wait somewhere and live somewhere before this happens. So with that being said, it's got me very upset. They blame it on certain situations that why they're cleaning this place up because of violence and crime and all that. If there's violence and crime and that's why you're shutting it down, well then you need to shut the whole city down. Because the whole city is under duress. Gun violence and violence is every day. Go to Southeast, right there. You talking about shutting this encampment down because of crime and violence and drugs. What about the rest of the entire city then? So let's just think about what we're doing, and it's got me very upset. And I'm trying to raise awareness about it so we can encourage other brothers and sisters to get out here and stand with the people.
Okay, now thank you so much. Tell me your name again.
My name is Minister Gary Henson. They call me the unorthodox style street minister, King Kali, God's #1 hype man. Because we're remapping, changing mindsets, aspects, and perspectives. I'm out.
Thank you so much. So there you have it, guys. I don't believe this is Miss Trudy's fault. It was probably meant to happen at some point. Miss Trudy's videos might have accelerated the process. She's a content creator, and I'm sure her heart was in the right place when she made those videos, and also her husbands who shared the videos, and everybody else who shared the videos. Miss Trudy and her husband are not American. They don't live in America, so they don't understand how things work in America. I'm sure, just like all of us, Miss Trudy and her husband wish the best for all residents of McPherson Square Park.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, thank you. Please tell me what you guys are doing here. I just walked by and I see you guys are helping the homeless.
Yeah, this is what we do. Let me just introduce myself. My name is Minister Gary Henson by way of Kingdom Life Outreach Center Ministries under Dr. Overseer Ann Coles. I have a philanthropy organization called the Triangle Resource, and we like to go to encampment sites and go out boots on the ground and feed the home. Well, I don't call them homeless, I call them the homies. Feed our homies and pretty much bring the love of God to them. I mean, ministry comes in so many different forms, like food and clothing and giving things away and stuff like that. And with that being said, we encouraging other brothers and sisters. So we come down here not only to help other brothers and sisters, but also to encourage people like us to come out and help each other as well.
Right.
Think about it. If we able to help each other, I got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, or another organization has Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That means that we are self-sustaining here. We always want to depend on somebody, that this person's failing us or this organization's failing us. But us as people, if you really think about it, us as people, if we would take our own finances, our own money, and do out of our own heart and give to the people, which is what the love of God would do, then we wouldn't have to worry about depending on other people. So if you're into anything like this, reach out to me at King Kali 27, that's my IG, or info@thetriangleresource.com. You can email me and get more about our organizations and what outreach ministry looks like, because this is what we do.
Thanks for watching, and let's be kind to one another. It's a cruel world out there. Alright, good people, this is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. Please feel free to leave your comment below with any thoughts that you may have, and like and share this video. Thank you. Have a good one. God bless.